Marion Williams, and welcome to the evening show. Are you all dog lovers? And if you love dogs, have you ever read Hank the Cowdog books? Well, if you have, you're going to love the show today because we have a special guest with us. It's the author of the Hank the Cowdog books, John Erickson. And the SPCA from the Collin County branch have brought a Hank look-alike dog, and they are Judy Collinsworth and Anna Goldsmith. Thanks for being with me today. We have a big crew today. This will be fun. Now, does the dog have a name?
Yes, he does. His name is Beethoven.
Oh, well, that's cute. Could that be from the movie, perhaps?
Possibly.
Well, he is so cute. And we'll start with John and talk a little bit about the book. Now, you're in town for a special occasion, which is the opening of a new store, right?
Yes. There is something in this world called an audio bookstore. And a couple of years ago, there was no such thing as that, but there is now. There's several of them in Dallas, and there's a new one called Earful of Books that's opening in Plano, and I am signing books or tapes at that store on Saturday in conjunction with the world's first Hank Lookalike contest.
Oh, that sounds so fun. Now, you have a new book out.
Yes.
And are you going to have that book there?
Oh, yes. The case
on audio.
The Case of the Double Bumblebee Sting is the name of it. It's a 22nd Hank story, and I do all the Hank stories on audio, and have from the very beginning, even back when we didn't know to call them audio books. We just
So you do the reading and the music and the taping and everything?
Yeah, I write original songs and perform them on the tapes, often with help from my wife, who plays mandolin and sings, and my kids. I also work my kids like a good rancher would.
Of course.
And I do the voices of all the characters. That started out in the beginning because I couldn't afford to hire anybody with talent.
Yeah.
As you know, being from the Panhandle, I did not win the exception of New York publishers, and I had to start my own publishing company in Perryton and borrow money from the bank and bring out my own books and tapes myself. So I had to learn how to do the voices of all the characters, and in the beginning it was a necessity. Now that I've done it, I can't imagine turning that over to anybody else because it's so much fun.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, and it probably sounds more authentic, and you put the more of the expressions that you'd like to have in it because it's coming from you, and you're the one who wrote the book. So.
Well, I certainly know how I want it to sound.
Right.
It's not necessarily the best way, but I have my own unique way of doing it, and I think there's something pretty special about an author performing his own work.
Yeah. Well, now, Hank is just such a neat idea, and my daughter Elizabeth is a true fan of your books. What do you like best about the Hank books?
Well, I think it's the characters, and the books are really funny.
They are really funny. They're a lot of fun to read. Where did you first come up with the idea for the Hank the Cow book? Because these have been out for quite a while. When did you first start doing these?
Well, I wrote the first Hank story for the Cattleman magazine when I was working as a cowboy on the LZ Ranch south of Perryton. And it was a short story. I ran out of ideas one day and remembered a dog I'd known on a ranch in Beaver County, Oklahoma, and another one named Drover on a ranch near Perryton. And I just put those two dogs together with a cat named Pete and went on about my business. Didn't think there was anything special about it. But when I would go around to little towns in the Panhandle, including Stratford, where you grew up, I would read my stories aloud to any group that would have me, and the story that they kept coming back to was the Hank story. They said, you need to do more with the dog, and attention to my audience, and brought out